Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shirley if you're new here. And like I always say in every video almost, if you are new, why not become a part of the family? Because she needs you here. As you can tell by the thumbnails, I'm going to be going over some brushes and I'm going to be applying my makeup as I talk about the brushes. And I'm trying to make this video as short as it can be because I have over 90 brushes. Yes, I do. But now, some of these brushes are pretty old. The only reason I have 90 is when I buy new one, I don't throw the old ones away unless they need thrown away. And you only need thrown away if you're not performing anymore. But if you're performing any task, I'll keep you. So as I put on my makeup, I'm going to show you some brush. And everything I use today, if I don't show you, I'm going to put it in the description box of what I use. All these brushes that I show you, they will not all be in the description because it's a lot. I'm just going to show you a handful as I go. Once I apply something, then I'm going to let you know what it is. And since I've already lined my lips and put on my lip gloss, let me show you. These are lip brushes. And the only thing they can be used for is lip brushes. This one, you can actually use it in a liquid liner here also. So you can use these two tiny brushes as lip brushes or as a liner, a liquid liner. You have to be able to put it in those little pots and line your eyes with it because I've used them for that. And these are my concealer brush. And with these, you could pretty much only use them for concealer, or you can use it to cover up, like if you want to use a, what do you call that? Like a red thing to cover up dark spot, you could use these little brushes to do that. I have already applied my foundation and so it's dirty, but this is my favorite foundation brush. This is the brush I use to put on my foundation, and then I use my beauty blenders to actually blend out my foundation. And I also use my sponge. This is a super sponge and this is a beauty blender. I like the super sponge better than the beauty blender because we all know I have vitiligo in my face. The beauty blender really lifts up the foundation when you put it on it. If you don't need that much, it takes it off pretty much. Now I use it here where I don't have it, but this is coated with like a silicone a little bit, and you can still feel a sponge. I don't know what it does. It don't take your foundation off. You use less foundation when you use this super sponge. I absolutely love the super sponge. But it costs as much as a beauty blender. Both cost like $25. So that's what I use to blend out my foundation. Now I'm going to pick up a handful of foundation brushes. These are other foundation brushes. This one I love because it's sort of blunt and you put it on like doo, 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 doo. I love it. It blends also. These are for liquid foundation. So there's so many different kinds of foundation brushes. But now, if Shirley's in a pinch, she would take the same little foundation brush and let's say she want to go in and put powder down here to lighten it up a little bit. I would use that for that because it's small. I also have a brush for that. See how it angled? Perfect fit for here. And I bought this, I think, from, and you could get a lot of cheap brushes from TJ Maxx, Ross, what's that other? Marshalls. I can't think of the other store. But it's another little store that you can get brushes in there really cheap. So now I'm getting ready to contour, and I'm going to be using the MAC Finor. And I'm going to use two contouring brushes. I want to show you, this is one. It is actually a contouring brush by e.l.f., but I'm going to show you how it do different. I'm careful with this one because it's really dark and I can go too dark really quick with that. This is I don't want to do it on both sides, because I'm going to use the other one to do the other side. And you know me, I only use a little. This is an all-over face brush. It really don't have anything on it, but this is the kind that I like using. And I'm going to show you. See, I like this one because, I don't know, it's angled. But you can also use this brush to go and blending this one out. That one don't blend as well. All over your face to put your face powder. So I'm going in one more time. And I'm going to use it again. So this, and these. These 4 brushes I will use for contour. I have another angle brush that I won't use for contour. It covers too much of space. And this is another all over face brush that I use. So now I want to go in with, let me make sure you're not. This contour brush is not a contour brush. It's a bronzing brush. And I'm actually going to use it for a bronzer. Let me see. Okay, look. One is a little fluffier than the other one. This one is a little older. These both are by e.l.f. This is a blending brush. This is a bronzing brush. They both look the same. This one just a little bit fluffier. So I'm going to use the matte gold deposit for my bronzer. Just a little. Just a little. See what color it is? It is golden. But I like to use it with the dark film noir. So those are all my contouring brush. My favorite cheek blush brush is this one, but it's a little damp, so I'm not going to use this. This is my favorite cheek blush, and I only use it for cheek blush because it's so fluffy, and it's just not firm enough to me to be an all-over brush. But in a pinch, I will use it if I ain't had nothing else. This is a blush or bronzer brush. So I can use this to put on my blush, which I am, or I could have used it to bronze with. Either one. So I showed you my blush brush. These are the 3 blush brush that I have. And I'm going to pull all these up at once. These are all my all over face brush. All of these, I use they're fluffy. See, so I use these all over my face. This is my favorite one because it's a little more denser than the other one. And I use this to go, just to go over everything and blend it out. And I use it when I apply the powder. Then I come back and use it again. But there's nothing on it. This is an angle blending brush, just a flathead blending brush. I have small ones. I like to use this one down here sometimes. So that's a blending brush. Another, is that the Technique? My Technique blending brush that I like. No, that's a Technique one, but it's different from that one. It's a little smaller. This is a blending brush, and I love them all. I like this brown. Technique makes really, really good brushes. These 2 brushes are highlighter brushes. I'm dying to get this brush. Because, you know, everybody was using it. I don't like it. I don't like it. The only way I like using it, if I use it, is here. And then I might do this. But it just, it's too, I don't like it. I like using this one better. It's really soft. And you will put your highlighter here. Some people put it here, here, wherever you want to put the highlighter. Now I'm going to go quickly over my eye brushes. And I'm not going to pick them all up. I'll pick them all up at the end. Because there's so many. These little tip brushes here, some have angles, some are round. I use these brushes to go here, here, here. If you got a gel eyebrow thing, here to put on your eyebrows. This one have a little softer end. So I would pretty much just use it on this one. This one's a little softer. And this is a shadow brush, but it's so thin, I usually use it under here. These are a little bit harder, so you can use them up here or under here to put eyeliner on or to actually put eyebrow gel on. These are all my fluffy brush. Fluffy brush I use to blend. There is one blending. I'm finna tell you about the one I leave. Blending. Now, these are blending brush, and they're shadow brushes also. These is a little bit more stiffer. Let's say if I'm going in and I'm only going in with one color, I will use this to cover more range of my eyelid as my shadow brush. I will do the same thing with all of these, but they got to be a little stiffer, not as fluffy as the other one. Like this is fluffy, but it's still fluff. This is fluffy, but it's still flush. And I will use it to blend or to put on one eyeshadow. Or if I'm putting a majority of one shadow here and just a little here, I will use these to do it. This is like a smudge brush and a shadow brush. I like to use that here. Like if I'm just singling it right here, it put it right in place where I want it to go. All of these here are just shadow brushes. You can use this one for one. You can use it. I like to use a bigger one when I'm making a bigger thing. And then you can also blend with this one and also put your shadow on. This is one that came in my makeup thing. This is the only brush they had in that palette. So what it's telling me is I can use this brush to apply makeup, to apply eyeshadow, to blend the eyeshadow. If I want to get a precise little spot like right here, I can use the other end. But all of these are makeup. Some people love using the angle brush on their eyelid to apply their makeup, and some people don't. So these are all eyeshadow brushes. And here are my final ones. These bullet brushes is what I call them. Is to go right here. You want to try, if you want to apply eyeshadow, it's for right here to me, because it's going to pinpoint it. So they either pin brushes or bullets. That's what I call them though. And then I will even use this small one sometimes if I just want to go here and I can't find the brush I need down there. All of these are like flat shadow brushes. I use them to put my concealer on also. And then I also use them if I want to put a bigger, more makeup down here, then make it thicker. I would use these little flat brushes like this to do that with. I love this one. I love them all to use to do that with. This work as well with that. But if I'm in a pinch, I think I could take this one brush and do my whole eyelid. And then if you're in a real tight pinch, you can always use your finger. Some people can apply their makeup so beautifully with their fingers. This is what I keep all my little shadow brushes in, which I'm going to use. Then I have my bigger brushes in. It's like a little caddy for something. I put my foundation brushes, because sometimes foundation is down, in a toothbrush holder down in there. Now that we went over what I use my brushes for, because you can use your brushes for whatever you want. You don't even need all these brushes, but this is accumulation of years of brushes. And like I say, I don't throw them away. So these are my brushes. Now I'm getting ready to use my palette. Hey, so you know what somebody told me? Okay. Do you guys remember this one was broke when I got it from BoxyCharm? And a subscriber said, hey, Shirley, put a quarter on it, press it. And I left the quarter on that press and it put it back in place. I said, thank you, girl. Thank you, Miss Dundee. So let's do a quick eye look. I'm trying to get away from using the same colors all the time because I'm a neutral kind of girl. That's what it is. I like neutral color, but I'm trying to get into colors. I am trying. This color, right? Well, I do have on burgundy. I'm gonna go in with that burgundy one. Here I am putting that burgundy color all over my lower eyelid, and I'm using my favorite Dome Technique brush. I love that brush. So I use my Dome medium dense brush on this. Now I want to put some of that right under here. And I'm going to use this, it's a smudge brush. And this is by bsmall too. So I'm coming in here, going right here. These eyeshadows are creamy and really nice. I like it. This burgundy color is called Vibes. That's what I used on my eyes here. And this one here, up here, and it's called Insta Work. Now I will use that also as a single shade all over my eyes. Especially when I'm going to work sometime. I want to add color, I just put that in. I'm gonna go ahead and blend with this bsmall. I'm gonna put these down in the description because I got them from Amazon. I'm gonna actually put the link. And it was like regular price $29 for like 60 brushes. That's why I have some still in my drawer from this bsmall. It was like, it might have not been 60, it might have been 25 or 24 brushes. That was on sale for $10, and they run the sale on the brushes every now and then, and these are really, really nice though. So I'm blending this out, and she is finished. I'm gonna go off camera, put on my mascara, and set my makeup, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back with the finished look. I like it. You should like whatever you do on your face. And if it don't appeal to you, don't do it. So if you have any more question about my brushes or what I use this for, just ask me in the description and I will answer you in my next video. And I want to thank everyone for watching my video. And if you're new here and you're still here, why not become a part of this lovely family? Because she needs you here. See you in my next upload.